Okay, so we're going to make a simple abstract class, and we're going to make it a very basic, simple class, just to see that abstract classes are not scary, and in fact, they're actually easy to do. Now, they do get a lot more complicated, but if you don't have the core understanding, then it will be very confusing. So, for example, let's say we Google abstract class C#. So you can see we come up with a pretty complicated explanation. And so it really doesn't help us in understanding what an abstract class actually is. So let's actually make one, and we'll see how simple it is. So we're going to do File, New. I'm going to start a new project. I'm going to do Console Application. We're not going to worry about the names. We're just going to work with this. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to actually have it tell me what it's doing. So we're going to do a write, OK, and a read key. And we're going to do the read key so that the console stays open. Okay, so there it is, and there's our OK. Okay, so now let's make our class. So really, it's just actually just a class. So we're going to call this class 4legs. And you see we have a class. And that's it. That's our class. It's not abstract yet, but it's the foundation. So there's our 4legs. And let's run it and see. Okay, so we're still running. Now we're going to use the abstract keyword. And you'll see that we still run. And now we actually have an abstract class, which is pretty simple. So now we need to make it do something. So we're going to say public so that it can be seen. I'm going to return a string, and we'll call it leg type. And now you'll see that it's not happy yet because we're not returning anything. So let's return something. And I'll say short. The legs are short. Okay. Now, this is not really doing anything yet, but you see that it's happy with it, and we can compile and we can run. So this abstract class now exists, but now we have to consume it. We have to do something with it. Okay, so let's do that. Now we're going to make a class that's going to use that abstract class. And I'll call this class dog, and we leave it empty. And now we're going to actually consume our 4legs abstract class. Okay? Now dog is inheriting, is bringing in our 4legs abstract class, the class dog. And of course, we're still running, we're happy, everything's good. Okay? Now we're going to use this. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I guess you might say, instantiate it here. And I'm going to say dog equals new dog, dog new dog equals new dog, which is the class we just made. So this is this class right here. Okay, so that's this class, which is inheriting the 4legs abstract class. Okay, so now new dog is this inheriting that. Okay, which means that this, because it's public, will now be available to new dog. So now we'll make a string, and we'll call it, let's say, we'll call it leg type, and we'll call it leg type in leg type. Okay. And it's not used yet, so let's use it. equals. Now we're going to bring in the new dog. And now we see that we can actually see the leg type. Okay, so again, new dog is a new dog of this dog who brings in the abstract class, who is returning a leg type, which we now can see. So now we're going to say, show us what is in there. And we'll bring it to, of course, the console window. Okay, so there it is, it returns short. And that's pretty much it. You've made your first abstract class. And you can see how simple it actually is. And it's really nothing to be afraid of. Now, it gets more complicated because we can do things like we can add more features and more functions. But that is the actual basic abstract class.